with the alcoholic effect on their brain, they are just going to drown and flow with the music. They used to drink so much. Finally, they die in the cirrhosis. You see, a lot of musicians have died out of constant abuse of drugs. There are a combination of steroids people take. That also, comes under the drugs. That's very dangerous.
Many famous musicians and television stars or movie stars have lost their lives to drugs. Now it's accessible to the common man. That's scary. Substance abuse, yes, that's the topic for today. Let's get an insight with the star himself, Dr. C.K.N., a psychologist, molecular scientist, innovator of glycemic index diabetic friendly sugar. Welcome to Dr. C.K.Nandagopalan's YouTube channel. I'm your host, Susan. Welcome, Doctor.
A warm welcome to you, Susan.
Thank you, Doctor. Doctor, it is very scary to know that there are so many drugs out there. A famous drug now, many people would have heard about the zombie drug and many more, which people lose their lives easily to those drugs. Can you tell us more about why people tend to go towards it and what can stop them from going towards this?
See, drugs are always a part of human life. Ever since the humanity was created by nature. There's nothing new about it.
I agree. We use that a lot in medicine as well. But then this becomes an abuse.
Addiction and abuse are the same.
Yes.
Addiction is something that you want to go again and again and again. Say, so for example, unless you experience all these things, you will know. Okay. If you want to talk about good beef steak, you should have eaten that, right?
Yes.
By just reading by books about beef steak in a French continental studies, beef steak is made this way, you cannot explain. The depth of explanation will not be there unless you have tasted it, right?
True.
So now let's come to marijuana. I don't know, Susan, you have smoked or not. I have smoked.
No, doctor.
To experience what it is.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong. It's not a crime. It's after all what the nature has created the mankind. The nature has created the hemp or marijuana, whatever. It's a plantation. It is a medicinal plant. It has the one of the most important component called cannabidiol for your endocannabinoid nervous system, and no plant has this in this world. Okay, the THC, the tetrahydrocannabinol, is going to give you that euphoric feeling. But the problem is the abuse and the addiction. You're going to lose your nervous system.
Yes.
It's going to hit you badly. Your reproduction will be hit first. Initially, it will make you hungry, very hungry. As the day go by, your hunger will come down because it's going to hit your liver. Even if when you smoke a cigarette or anything you smoke, when you pull the smoke in, it does not only go to the lung. It goes through the food pipe. It goes through the stomach. It goes up to the intestines. You got the point?
Yes.
Yeah. So marijuana is something which will, make your brain work in a different manner. See, I'm a lead guitarist, or I'm a violinist, or I'm a drummer, I'm a musician. If I do, I can produce the best. You know why? Because my focus of concentration is going to be enormously expanded with this substance called cannabidiol and THC. I know top musicians in the Indian subcontinent. They were all considered divine. You know how much they used to drink before they come on the stage? Something close to 7-8 pegs of whiskey.
Why do they do that, doctor?
Because with the alcoholic effect on their brain, they are just going to drown and flow with the music. They have no thought in any other thought in that. That alcohol gives them that effect. Scientifically speaking, human science-wise, all that kind of thing, abuse, and this is going to, destroy your liver. All that is one side. We are now talking about what is the action, why they go for it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They used to drink so much. Finally, they die in the cirrhosis. You see, a lot of musicians have died out of constant abuse of drugs. See, a human being is in a normal state. His pattern and sense of behavior is something which is fixed, right? But when it comes to the question of the effect of drugs goes in, it wanes. And if he starts liking that, he wants it again and again and again. Repetition, which is called. He enjoys that. You know what happened to Michael Jackson.
Yes.
He's a classic example. Right? His doctor used to come and give him pedaling. Without there open in the news, we saw all that kind of thing. Okay, this is what is most important that you have to understand. There are two types of drugs. The zombie drugs and all, which came just now, about 6 months back or 1 year. This combination. There are many types of drugs have come. Marijuana is one. Then the poppy seeds is the other. Okay, where the opium comes from. Opium, you have the smack, you have the brown sugar, you have the heroin, then you have the cocaine and all that. In the drug, there are two types. There are innumerable number of drugs available these days. Even a lot of psychiatric medicines are, pulled away and sold in the market. Tablets. They are all sedatives.
Yes.
So now, the thing is, there are two types in drugs. One makes you slow. The other one makes you speed. One is sedative in nature. The other one is stimulant in nature. Like those days what you had the LSD. Okay? It's a stimulant. You will never sleep. You will have all the energy in the world. You will keep on doing something. Steroids. There are certain types of steroids are there. That also, comes under the drugs. There are a combination of steroids people take. That's very dangerous. So, there are many people who like the sedative side of drugs. There are some people who like the speed, that is the stimulants. That is why these athletes go through stringent tests of so many pharmacological drugs should not come into play. The traces should not be there in the blood. So in a drug, when you get into it, especially people who live normal life in the society and all that, or even though they are exposed, they stay away from it because normal life, they either work in a bank or an IT field or an administration or a HR, something like that, they live a normal life, they don't get into all these things. But people who are in the specialized field, like music, like entertainment field, celebrities in many forms and all that stuff, when they are in glory of their famousness with people, the fame, when the fame comes down, they become drug addicts. Because they can't take it. They always would like to stay in the limelight.
But what about the common people, doctor? Now it is available to the common people, and that is what is...
It is available to everyone provided if you have the money in your purse. It is a big business by itself. I will tell you the recent story. Just now they found a month back from Latin American countries. They come through submarines to Europe and push tons and tons of cocaine. which runs into billions of dollars. Can you imagine? The maximum money in any business available is drugs. A guy in Colombia, I don't want to name him, you know more, he was one of the topmost drug cartel in the world. Okay? He used to buy rubber band for 5 lakh of Indian rupees. For what, To bundle dollars.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. You can imagine the amount of money involved. It's business. What is business? The other people money. Okay. A particular brand of soap is sold across the country to the tune of about 12,000 crores per annum in India. Where is the 12,000 crores coming from? Your pocket and my pocket who are buying this brand of soap. You got the point? Now, if I am going to expand myself to sell my particular drug, what I produce, okay, either it's a cocaine or a heroin or whatever, a marijuana, whatever, that I need, 100 rupees from everybody's purse. So I get millions of dollars. So it's available to common man. It's available to children these days. The school children have become a prey to it now.
Yes.
Not only here, in every part of the world. The alcohol, all the other kinds of drugs, like number of drugs on the sedative side, number of drugs on the stimulant side. This is going to be forever living with us. Any rule, regulation, any security system, any police forces.
But our government is very stringent.
What the government can do? Government cannot. Government is what? They are representative of people who are trying to govern. To make sure that their importance is to guard the country, to hold the economy. Okay. The police force can only operate because in Tamil Nadu you have one cop for every 15,000-20,000 people. And they have no holiday also. They have been working. They've been working throughout the day. Nobody knows how they suffer. How much they will comb and operate. They are catching people. But still, we find new ways to peddle drugs. Because the maximum money one can make very fast and huge amount of money you can generate only in this field, and this will be there forever. It's going to be available for the common man. Those who are going to get into abuse of it and become addicted to it is going to lose their life, and this scenario will go on forever. Even if suppose the humanity is going to live for another 20 crore year on this earth, the drugs will be there. More number of drugs also we will find, and we are not going to stay away from it. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. That is very sad to hear, but unfortunately that's the truth. We have come to the end of this episode. We will continue more on psychological problems that we face in our daily lives. Till then, it's your host Susan signing off. Please like, subscribe and share to the ones you care. Love you all.